So I wanted to talk about the collaborative writing exercise and mostly the mechanics of it. The theory, the sort of deeper idea, is to get people into the idea of collaboratively editing text together. Because we tend traditionally to write very much our own personal writing. Even on a blog post, you have complete control over the whole text. Other people can come in afterwards and comment. The same in a forum. You write your post, other people comment on it. But the ability to write collaboratively, to share the editing of a text, to discuss how the text is put together in a critical but supportive way with other people is an important part of being digital. And for some of you, because of your past work experience, this is quite normal. For others, it's new and it's useful. The other thing about it is that in the way we kick it off, by getting people to write a page of their own initially, it's to just try and get people used to the idea of some stream of consciousness writing about something that's of interest to you. So how it works is that in the shared Google folder, initially, the first phase is that I want everybody in the groups to write about 500 words of TypeScript, 400 to 500 words, about a page or two of TypeScript, 2 or 3 pages of handwriting if you want to do it that way and type it up, 6 minutes if you're a fast typist, 15 if you're slow. But just on one of the topics that you suggested or in some area that's of interest to you. Ideally, it might be the weekend, perhaps this coming weekend. Set the time aside where you have 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, and just write. And put that in the folder for your group. And then once 2 or 3 people out of the groups, there's 4 or 5 in each group, have actually posted their initial piece of writing, then you can read each other's pieces and you can start to pull together from the different pieces of writing paragraphs and bits, some of your own, some of other people, that seem to you to fit together. So this is bordering on a bit of creative writing. And there can be a certain amount of tension in it, and it could theoretically be cast up as a piece of fiction, investigating some aspect of digital culture or digital technology. And in the older examples, what people did, what you can do in Google Docs, is you can, of course, pick a color for your own piece of writing, and when you cut and paste it into the shared text, that color will carry over. So you can see the bits and you can then negotiate the editing, and then at the very end, reduce it all, whichever piece you decide is going to be the base for the group piece. You can polish up the editing of that in a week or two, those 2 middle weeks of November. And then at the end, push the button and say, right, this is our piece of writing. This is what we've hammered out together. I have no doubt the final pieces of writing will be good. I am not that very worried about the quality of them. What I am most interested in is the collaboration and what you learn from doing it. And of course, the final item in the portfolio for the Communities of Practice module is a reflection on what you've learned. So a lot of what you will learn out of this will go into that reflection, along with your reflections on the other bits and pieces. So there is no wrong way to do this. Although in each group there may be 1 or 2 people who straggle a little, and hopefully that won't drag people down too much. And we have done this before, and I've set up a model in Google Docs to show how it works. And in fact, I will just hop over here. This is the collaborative writing folder, and I've shared the link with all of you. And as you can see, there's a lot of people in the BA already into their folder. Let's just have a quick look. See, they're in their groups, and don't know how many of them have actually started working, but this was the test group that I set up to demonstrate the documents. So I put in, I created a couple of documents using the good old-fashioned lorem ipsum text. And then from that, which is beloved of typesetters, I created a bit of a paste-up. Somebody, oh, there's me. Yes, it shows me, and I've got some comments on the side that I stuck in comments. So your text coloring is here. This can change the text color of a piece of text. So if you've picked 4 colors of text and you might want to do something else, mark text for some other reason, and then you could also go and you can go. The great thing about this is it's a pretty decent collaborative writing operation. You can put a comment in here. Here is a comment, and you can just click comment and the comment is there, and then here is a reply, and it works like that. So you can have a discussion in the margins of the document while people are editing it. We started this, as you can see, in 2012. With the call for papers came out from the Journal for Digital Humanities, which is a new peer-reviewed journal. And I saw a call for papers about evaluation in an Irish university, and I happened to tweet it as something that was interesting. And some of the students in that MA class then decided that we would have a go at writing a piece. So this blog post from 2012 includes, I put my original piece online, which is quite wordy, and then we edited it together. We had about 4 or 5 days in which to get it together. So at various times we did some Skype editing on the Friday, the Saturday, the Sunday. It was very interesting. There were different groups of people editing at different times. People focused on different things. Some people were very good at sorting out the references. I'm quite careless about references. So we cut and pasted it together, and we had editing discussions on it, and we had comments going, and we had Skype going in parallel, and then we finally put it all together and submitted it to the journal, and it was published in some fairly distinguished company. So having done that as a spur-of-the-moment thing, and because it worked, and because it was fun, I folded it into the assessment, as part of the assessment stuff that we do. We after that, obviously, then decided to make use of it in general, and the article that we wrote is published. My piece, along with the piece by the 4 other students who described themselves as the 4 horsewomen of the edit apocalypse, as they called that weekend. So it was very successful. We have not pursued publishing the pieces out of it since, and there's no absolute need to do so. Although if people really like their pieces and they really like the process, then once we're finished the exercise, people are certainly free to pursue that, but it's not a requirement. The requirement is that you get in there, that you, experience what it is to write a piece of text about a topic in digital culture that's important to you, that you do it digitally with a group of people that you may or may not meet face-to-face to discuss it with, where most of the interaction can be thoughtful and considered. Have a serious discussion about the mechanics of writing. Do it all online. So that you can then, one of the things you can take away from this module and this course is you can say, yes, I can write with a team of people online, no matter how geographically separated they are. So it's an experience. And the assessment on it is not particularly threatening, so you should feel comfortable about it. Be relaxed, have fun. Most of the people who have been working along in the forums have probably done a substantial amount of work towards doing a reasonably good mark in this course anyway. So you don't have to worry about, it's going to be really serious. It's not. It's fun. It's something new to do. Enjoy it. Relax. A lot of emphasis is on the participation. If you row in there and you have a go, I'll see that people have had a go. I'll see that people have done some edits. This is all I'm looking for. And I hope you enjoy it. And we will discuss it in the forums, and I will chase up groups as people have problems and stuff, but I don't anticipate a great deal of difficulty. So I hope you enjoy it, and that will keep us occupied in this course for this month.